but right now, I want to talk about the four burner theory. So this is a great tool, okay? So that's the first thing to kind of point out and be really clear about. We're talking about a analytic tool. And the point of this tool is to help people get an idea of work-life balance. Yeah. And this was, it first came to our attention via the great James Clear. So before he got mega famous with Atomic Habits, this came out via one of his blog posts.
Yeah, I feel like, a fanboy that can say,
Yeah.
well, I knew him before.
Yeah, before he was famous.
I was on his blog first
yeah.
amongst 10,000 other people.
That's right. Yeah. So this is before it became mega famous. So the four burners. So he said all of life can be conceptualized as four burners on a gas hot plate. Okay, so you got four burners going, and they are health, family, friends, and work. So they're your four burners. And the point that he was making is that it is impossible for anyone to have those four burners all simultaneously cranked up at the same time. Okay, so in other words, you cannot meet your potential in all four domains at once.
And you're talking about cranking right up.
I'm talking about,
you can't be hyper successful in work.
Yeah.
Have an amazing family.
That's right. And be mega healthy, like
mega
running
healthy.
like your multiple Ironmans every year. You can't know. So
etc. And then the other one was friendship, was it?
Yeah, friendship.
Have a million friends and have great days.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So
you can't do it all at once.
You can't do it all at once. So he says, like his theory is that to be successful, like generally successful in life, you're going to have three going pretty well and one turned right down. If you just want to be even like moderately successful. If you want to be super successful, then you need to have two turned all the way down and only two cranked up at a time.
That's a hard reality, or at least, what do you think about his thoughts on that?
If you're someone with even like a moderate degree of ambition, you think, come on, man, like that applies to the 99% of the population. That doesn't apply to someone like me. There's got to be some way that I can hack this, right? There's got to be some workaround. And so a clever person like me would say, what about if I just like, to some degree, bundle up a couple of hot plates at once, right? So what about, for example, if I think, I'm worried about my physical health. What about if I take some of the money that I'm making because I'm cranking it out in my professional life, and I'll take some of that money and I'll just direct it towards my physical health, and I'll like hire a trainer and kind of outsource it. And his point is that in theory, little hacks like that can work, but every time you kind of outsource something like that, you are giving away some of your autonomy, you're giving away some of the natural interest that you have in that, and like it's going to have a pretty low ceiling. Yeah, you won't still be able to reach your ultimate potential in all four domains, all four burners at once, even if you outsource some of it. And the greater realization that he came to is that even that desire on his part and mine to say there's got to be a workaround, there's got to be some kind of hack, there's got to be a way I can bundle this all up. He would say all that is just trying to dodge the uncomfortable reality that we are finite creatures. So we have limits. It is like the way that we design, whatever you want to phrase it as, means that it is impossible for us to have all those four burners cranked up full heat at the same time.
And so the very desire to actually find a hack so that you can burn all four at the same time is a lack of confrontation or acceptance of the reality that we have a finite life.
Yeah, that's right.
Time is finite, that we have limits.
Yeah.
And actually the very pushing against that constantly shows some lack of maturity into how life works and also limits your ability to see possibilities because of that as well.
Yeah, that's right. Because instead of saying, well, I've got these boundaries like to work, amongst, I'm just going to pretend for a while that there are no boundaries, no hard parameters. Again, I can just make something out of nothing here,
Yeah.
But again, like it's perfectly understandable. It makes sense to me. Like you see it all the time. People are constantly trying to like bundle up work life and friend life by perhaps, I don't know, like getting your friend to come and do a podcast with you as part of your professional life.
And finance life as well. Is perfect.
Yeah, so it's common enough. So so that's like the four burners, four burners theory. Yeah.